This is K Billy's Super Sounds of the 70s. You're locked into the Quarantine Tarantino Movie Pub Quiz. We've got music this week from Pulp Fiction, the world's best Quentin Tarantino tribute show. Make sure you check out their live band when we're allowed outside again. But let's keep the music rocking. I'm K Billy. This is the Super Sounds of the 70s. All right, everyone, how's it going? You all right? The Warbies are here. Good to see you. The Quarantinos are in the house. Good to see you. How is everyone? Got a little bit of music this week. A bit more production value. Good to know. So big up the Pulp Fiction, the tribute band for Quentin Tarantino. Worth checking out this stuff. They very kindly supplied the music for this week's show. So how are you all doing? The International Jameses are here. Good to see you. I was thinking of a funny name for you this week. The James Ponderers. Hello, Tim. How's it doing? Tim Rod Kimball, ready and waiting. You were the hot rod team last week, weren't you, Tim? So yeah, you did very well. And I didn't even realise until afterwards, wasn't my brother in your team as well, I think? Did very well, I think. And I didn't even big up my own brother. I didn't realise he was in your team. I'm back. I'm chewing bum as always, yeah. I can't believe I said that last week. So I thought I'd have to do a little tribute to that in the poster. So I had a They Live post this week in the tribute to the quote I've been saying every week, chewing bum. So yeah, Mark, yep, I have been chewing bum. So how's everyone doing? What movies have everyone been watching this week? I've been watching the John Wick films. Mark's been chewing bum. Good to know, Mark. Yeah, I've been watching the John Wick films. What's everyone else been watching? Charlie Parger off. Yeah, I did see Charlie's now in a new team called Barden's team and the subsidiaries of Lesser Men and Women. So shout out to Barden and the subsidiaries of Lesser Men and Women, apparently. Barn Burner is back. And you rewatched Singing in the Rain. Oh, very nice. Barn Burner, what's your name? Barn Burner, and what's your team? Who's in your team? Who's Barn Burner? Do let me know who's in your teams, everyone. Obviously, if you're going by your YouTube aliases, I won't know who everyone is. So is it Ben, is it? Yeah, good to see you. Oh, yeah, Ben, of course it's Ben. Yeah, Ben, yes. Yeah, Ben, I was thinking you could be I was thinking of a nickname for you as well, Ben. It's you could be the cable guy, as you're my cable guy. Yeah. Just to let you know, he's my electrician. So there you go, Ben. So good to see you. And you're playing with your sister and my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, get thinking of your team names, everyone. Movie theme names always the best. What's everyone drinking? I've got a movie themed beer this week. I've got a new one. I've got a Woody Houghton and a Bill Murray favourite. I've got Kingpin. There we go. And I'm not gluten intolerant, but I've got a gluten-free beer. So there we go. We'll get started in 2 minutes, everyone. So do get sharing that link with other people. If you are playing with other team members, tell them to tune in now. So we'll get started in a little bit. We'll do the intro at least. Hello, Phoebe. You're playing with Peter, Lorna, Matthew, and Phoebe. Good to see you. Trust Sale team here. Good to see you, James. You watched Suicide Squad this week. Horrendous. Yeah. They apparently Suicide Squad. Basically that was going to be a good film, and obviously it was going to be a whole kind of Harley Quinn and Joker storyline with Jared Leto, but part of Will Smith's contract was that he has to have the most words in a film, I think it was. So the whole film was re-edited so he could be the lead actor in that film. So that is why it was terrible. And that's why Jared Leto was very disappointed being edited out of that film. But anyway, so let's see. Natalie B is here. So yeah, we've got the good, the bad, and the Brits. Good to see you, Nat and Steve. And good to see you. So long and hard, that one. Yes, I did think long and hard about your nickname, Ben. Yeah, I did think about your team name. Did you get Stay Puffy? I didn't order it. So there is a Tiny Rebel Brewery beer called Stay Puff, and I was going to get some of that, but it is about a couple of weeks waiting list. So I do need to order some of that soon, and it is a bit more pricey than this. And this was came nice and quick. So yeah, Stay Puffed. Yeah. Hello, Sophie. I gave you a big up last week for your birthday. Sorry I missed you the week before. So hello. And you're playing with your mum and dad, the Caddies. Good to see you. Good to see you. The Founding Fathers are back. Yes, that's right, Harry. You're back. That was not last week's winners, the week before. So good to see you. My mother's in the house. And obviously, what do you call mother? What team would mother be in? Mother would be in the Psychos. That's correct. So my mum's playing. And my mum's playing with Who's in my mum's team, Gemma? I think it's Diane, Kirsty, Maria. No, Kirsty's not playing this week. Maria, Chloe, Lorraine and Cliff. Good to see you all. Right. The Metsons are in the house. The Metsons are playing as the Incredibles. Right. So I do believe it's 5 minutes past. Hopefully, we have everyone locked in, ready to go. Right. So here we go, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 5th week of Quarantine Tarantino. I am your quiz host, Jamie Fisher, aka Quiz-topher Nolan. You can follow me on Instagram at Jamie Fisher TV and the Lock-In Pub on Instagram. You can also stay up to date on the Quarantine Tarantino quiz on Facebook at facebook.com/the Lock-In Pub. And don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can easily find the latest quiz. Now, a quick recap of the rules for anybody who is watching this for the first time. The first rule of Quarantine Tarantino is you don't talk about the answers in the comment section. The second rule is you have one Joker card, which you can nominate to use before you play a round. That round then means that any points you score will be worth double. Now, to play it, simply show your card to your competitors or write Joker in the comment section, or simply turn to the person who you're playing against and say, "Why so serious?" Now, you can only use your Joker card once, so pick your round wisely. Now, there are 5 rounds in total, each worth 10 questions, each worth 1 point. There are no half points for any questions, so please use full names for any actors, characters, and any film titles, and make sure you specify the correct sequel, as there's a very big difference between 2001, A Space Odyssey, and its sequel, 2010. Yes, you heard that correctly. There was a sequel to the Kubrick masterpiece, which featured Dame Helen Mirren doing a very questionable Russian accent. But moving swiftly on. Now, keep the comment section nice and clean, please. The only trolls in this quiz should be related to the film trolls in the animation round. You will need to be signed into a YouTube account in order to make comments. And please let me know who you are and who is in your team. Funny movie themed team names are recommended, so get thinking. Quiz, quiz, bang, bang would also be on my list if I was playing, but unfortunately I'm not. Bradley Walsh was busy this week, so unfortunately I'm hosting. So also regarding the questions, I am going to read out each question twice and have a quick recap of the questions before moving on to the next round. I'll read out the questions to the first 3 rounds before going on to their answers, and I'll then read the last 2 rounds of questions and go on to their answers so you can find out who the winners are. Now, there are 5 rounds in total, each worth 10 questions, so 60 points in total are up for grabs. Remember, your Joker card will double the points in one of those rounds. And when putting your scores in the comment section, please specify whether you've already played your Joker card or not. Gemma is on hand, trying to update me with the scores, so hopefully I don't miss anything. And thank you for everyone who played live last week. It means a lot. I know there was lots of street parties and all sorts last week, so thank you for everyone who joined us. In joint 5th place with 46 points was Miguel, aka the MacGuffin, and he drew with Team Hot Rod, which was my actual brother Charlie. You smashed it, playing with Tilly, Nikki, Mo, and Tim. Great to see you at the top. In 3rd place was Morgan Carter with a very impressive 49 points. Well done to you, sir. I didn't catch whether you were playing as a team or not, but either way, well done. And in 2nd place were our previous winners, the Quarantinos, aka Dan, Jess, Mickey, Elsa, and Jamie. You're very consistent with the scores. Well done. And also very consistent with the fancy dress, which I like a lot, by the way, because it just seems to be me at the moment and you guys dressed up in fancy dress. But at the top last week, I haven't seen in the comment section yet, were the Heppels, aka Sin and Emily. Well done to you both. Haven't seen if you're logged in at the moment, so it could be a bit of a changer again this week then. So who wants to know what this week's rounds are? Let's have a little find out then, shall we? Right, so first round, just like the last few weeks, will be general knowledge with a theme linking the answers together. All will be revealed in a bit. The second round is all to do with movie locations and fictional places. The third round is this week's dialogue round. The fourth round is all to do with stage names. And the final round is this week's genre round, which is Animation. Now, I've come here to chew bubblegum and quiz ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Right, so let's get this quiz started. So, round number 1 is called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now, don't worry, you don't need to be a J.K. Rowling fan to do well in this round. In this round, it's all general knowledge, but the common theme between all the answers are they all include animals, hence the name Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in the answers. Some may be fictional animals, some may be extinct, and some may be hidden within the answers themselves. Write the full names of any actors, movie titles, or characters where possible. Or as they say in the Jungle Book, the bare necessities. So if you feel like you know your animals and you feel like you know kind of like names or even film titles containing animals, and you feel like this could be your round as it's quite general, then play your Joker card and let that be known now. Anyone choosing to play their Joker card, let yourself be known now. Let's see who's throwing their Joker card in. So Founding Fathers is with Andre as well, and additional new members. Good. George has already locked in his Joker card, I think, before it's even started. Right, so Phoebe's locking in the Joker card. We also have the Quarantinos locking in the Joker card. George, Joker, initiated. We have Mark, Joker being played. We have Pie McPie, I think that's Ryan and Jess, isn't it, playing the Joker card. And we also have Nick with Linda and Rob playing Linda and Rob Brody playing the Joker card. So Nick's not playing the Joker card. Okay, then, right. So Pip's playing Joker card. Right, so that's it now. So no more playing your Joker cards. Obviously, there is a bit of a delay on this. We'll move on to the round. Are you ready, everyone? Let's get started with the first question. Question number 1 of round 1. Who sang the love theme from the Batman Forever soundtrack titled Kiss from a Rose? Question number 1 again. Who sang the love theme from the Batman Forever soundtrack titled Kiss from a Rose? Question number 2. Who played the role of Django in Django Unchained? Question 2 again. Who played the role of Django in Django Unchained? Question number 3. What wild animal is Richard Parker? Question number 3 again. What wild animal is Richard Parker? Question number 4. Who voiced the genie in the original animated Disney film Aladdin? It's the 90s one. Who voiced the genie in the original animated Disney film Aladdin? That was question number 4. Question number 5. Paul Newman and Elizabeth Taylor star in what 1959 Best Picture winner? Question 5 again. Paul Newman and Elizabeth Taylor star in what 1959 Best Picture winner? Question number 6. In Jurassic World, they genetically modify a new hybrid mutant dinosaur. What did they name this new species? Question number 6 again. In Jurassic World, they genetically modify a new hybrid mutant dinosaur. What did they name this new species? And just to clarify, that's the first of the 2 Jurassic World films, because they did create a new one in Jurassic World 2, but we're talking about Jurassic World, the first one that came out. Question number 7. Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder star in what 1988 Tim Burton movie? Question number 7 again. Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder star in what 1988 Tim Burton movie? That was question number 7. Question number 8. What role does Johnny Depp play in the Pirates of the Caribbean films? Question number 8 again. What role does Johnny Depp play in the Pirates of the Caribbean films? Question number 9. Sir John Hurt and Sir Anthony Hopkins star in what 1980 David Lynch film? Question number 9 again. Sir John Hurt and Sir Anthony Hopkins star in what 1980 David Lynch film? And question 10, the final question of the first round. What was DreamWorks' first feature film? Question 10 again. What was DreamWorks' first feature film? There you go, a little extra animation question in there for those of you who love animated films. So that's the end of the first round there. A quick recap of those questions, just so you got them all. Question 1 was the song from the Batman Forever soundtrack. Question 2 was the role that who played Django in Django Unchained. Question 3 was what animal was Richard Parker. Question 4 was who voiced the genie in the original Disney Aladdin film. Question 5, Paul Newman and Elizabeth Taylor star in what 1959 Best Picture winner. Question 6 was the new hybrid dinosaur created in the first Jurassic World film. Question 7 was the 1988 Tim Burton movie starring Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder. Question 8 was the role that Johnny Depp plays in the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Question 9 was Sir Anthony Hurt and Sir Anthony Hopkins starring what 1980s David Lynch film. And question 10 was the first feature film from DreamWorks. There we go, everyone. So that's the end of the first round there. How are we all doing? All good? Right. Right, so moving on to round 2. Now, round 2 is called Hollywoodland. Now, Hollywood has created some amazing fictional worlds, cities, restaurants, or even universes. In this round, all I need you to do is identify these names of these places from the questions. Or as Morpheus says in The Matrix, you can take the blue pill and the story ends. You wake up in your bed and you believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. They're just M&Ms. But let's see how you manage on and how far down this rabbit hole you actually go. So all of these questions are to do with fictional places, all correct for movies. So if you feel like you know fictional places that appear in movies, play your Joker card now. Feel like you know your fictional places in movies, play that Joker card, everyone. Play that Joker card now. Yes, I've got props. Those of you who are geeky enough to know, these are the Joker cards from The Dark Knight. Yes, they are. There we go. Very geeky. But yeah, anyone playing the Joker card? I think those people, so I think Shared, Wagner playing, that. So there we go. Surprise Gemma left any M&Ms. Gemma's not allowed M&Ms. They contain milk, unfortunately. So Geeky by Nature, playing the Joker card. What's your name, Geeky by Nature? Hello, thank you for joining us this week. Who are you? Shared Wagner, there we go. Strong prop game, cheers. George, can't playing the Joker card. You're only going to get called out in this comment section, George, if you're going to be throwing in Jokers every single round. Right, that's the end of locking in your Joker cards, everyone. So there we go. So those of you playing within your own groups, then there we go. So you can't throw in your Joker card any longer. Let's get started. So here we go. First question of the Hollywoodland round 2. Question 1. What fictional city does the yellow brick road lead to in Wizard of Oz? I'll say that again. What fictional city does the yellow brick road lead to in the Wizard of Oz? Question 1 again. What fictional city does the yellow brick road lead to in The Wizard of Oz? Question 2. What unwelcoming pub do David and Jack visit in The American Werewolf in London? Question 2 again. What unwelcoming pub do David and Jack visit in The American Werewolf in London? Question number 3. What is the name of the fictional world created by J.R.R. Tolkien that features in The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit films? Question 3 again. What is the name of the fictional world created by J.R.R. Tolkien that features in The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit films? Question number 4. If I were to purchase a wand, a book of spells, an owl, a Nimbus 2000 racing broom, and other magical goods, what road would I be on? Question 4 again. If I were to purchase a wand, a book of spells, an owl, a Nimbus 2000 racing broom, and other magical goods, what road would I be on? Question number 5. What hotel chain acts as neutral territory for members of the criminal underworld in the John Wick films? I watched it this week, had to throw in a John Wick question, so I'll repeat that again. Question number 5. What hotel chain acts as neutral territory for members of the criminal underworld in the John Wick films? Question number 6. What's the name of that Hawaiian burger joint that serves a tasty burger in Pulp Fiction? Question number 6 again. What's the name of that Hawaiian burger joint that serves a tasty burger in Pulp Fiction? That is a tasty burger. Question 7. What fictional sub-Saharan African country is ruled by King T'Challa, aka Black Panther? Question 7 again. What fictional sub-Saharan African country is ruled by King T'Challa, aka Black Panther? Question number 8. Freddy Krueger stalks the dreams of child residents on what road? Question number 8 again. Freddy Krueger stalks the dreams of child residents on what road? Question number 9. The claw-worshipping aliens in Toy Story come from what fictitious restaurant? Question number 9 again. The claw-worshipping aliens in Toy Story come from what fictitious restaurant? Question number 10. What room at the Overlook Hotel is occupied by a frightening older lady? Question number 10 again. What room at the Overlook Hotel is occupied by a frightening older lady? So a quick recap of that round's questions. Question number 1. was the fictitious city from The Wizard of Oz. Question number 2 was the unwelcoming pub from The American Werewolf in London. Question 3 was the fictitious world in the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit films. Question 4 was the place where you buy all the magical goods. What road is that? Well, what pathway or walkway is that? Question 5, what hotel chain features in the John Wick films? Question 6 was the name of the Hawaiian burger joint that features in Pulp Fiction, or at least the burgers do anyway. Question 7 was the country ruled by Black Panther. Question 8 was the where the residents live. Actually, I can't say that in the film. Where Freddy Krueger stalks the kids. Question number 9 was what restaurant do the aliens come from in Toy Story? And finally, question 10 was the room number in The Shining. Okay then, right, so that's the end of round 2. How are we getting on with that round? How was it, everyone? Good mix of questions in there, I think, this week. So yeah, cool. Right, so moving on to round 3. Round 3 is called Quoting Tarantino. So in this round, I will quote a wide range of movies with a performance hammy enough to win a golden raspberry. All that you need to do is identify the films that these iconic quotes come from. Now, be advised that some of these quotes do contain swearing. So if you consider yourself, I don't know, a big movie fan and you feel like you can quote along or even, quote along to any movie, then this is the round for you. If you feel like you can quote along to any movie, then play your Joker card now. Play that Joker card. There we go, everyone. Play that Joker card. So we've got Tim playing the Joker card. Good stuff. Right, this is your 5-second countdown. If anyone was playing the Joker card, let yourself be known now. Cool. So we're going to start with some movie quotes. Here we go. Excuse my hammy performance, but let's get started. Right, so question number 1 of the movie quotes round. Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls, wearing this, wearing only this. Question number 1 again. Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls, wearing this, wearing only this. Question number 2. You want to fuck with me? Okay. You little cockroaches. You want to play games? Okay. You want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend. Question 2 again. You want to fuck with me? Okay. You little cockroaches. You want to play games? Okay. You want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend. Question number 3. Rosebud. Question 3 again. Rosebud. Question number 4. I'll have what she's having. Question 4 again. I'll have what she's having. Question number 5. I used to think that my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a fucking comedy. Question number 5 again. I used to think that my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a fucking comedy. That was question 5. Question 6. Get busy living or get busy dying. Question 6 again. Get busy living or get busy dying? Question number 7. I wish I knew how to quit you. Question number 7 again. I wish I knew how to quit you. Question number 8. Shut up. Just shut up. You had me at hello. Question number 8 again. Shut up. Just shut up. You had me at hello. Question number 9. They're all going to laugh at you. Or as they say in the film, they're all going to laugh at you. 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 That was question number 9. I think you've heard it enough times now. Gemma's wobbling the table with her laughing, by the way. She's in stitches. Right, question number 10. I've got a serious face this one. I am. Gemma, stop it. You're putting me on. Question number 10. Gemma, stop. Question number 10. You make the table shake when you're laughing. Question number 10. I am inevitable. Question number 10 again. I am inevitable. I won't do the action. So quick recap of that round. Very quick recap. I won't do all of them. So question number 1 was Jack, draw me like one of your French girls. Question number 2 was you want to play rough? Okay, say hello to my little friend. Question 3 was Rosebud. Question 4, I'll have what she's having. Question 5, I used to think that my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a fucking comedy. Question 6, get busy living or get busy dying. Question 7, I wish I knew how to quit you. Question number 8, shut up, just shut up, you had me at hello. Question number 9, they're all going to laugh at you. And finally, question 10, I am inevitable. Cool. Right, so there we go, everyone. So that's the end of round 3. So how are we all getting on? How do we all think we did? Are we about to go over the answers now to the end? Well, to the first 3 rounds to see how you got on. Right, so here we go. Right, so round 1 was the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So on to marking now. So first question was, who sang the love theme from the Batman Forever soundtrack titled Kiss from a Rose? That was Seal. Seal sang the theme track for that. Question number 2. Who played the role of Django in Django Unchained? That was Jamie Foxx. Yes, Jamie Foxx played Django in Django Unchained, and he wasn't the first person to play Django, though. That was Franco Nero, who played him in the previous Django films. And the original Django from the Spaghetti Westerns did actually feature in Django Unchained. And he played the character of Amerigo Vespucci in the bar scene, where it was the fight scene with when you first get introduced to Leonardo DiCaprio. And if you watch the credits of that, rather than just starring Franco Nero, the credits say, and the friendly participation of Franco Nero. It's the only time that credit's ever been used. I'm sure I was quite reluctant to feature in it then in that case. So moving on to question 3. What wild animal is Richard Parker? Well, Richard Parker features in Ang Lee's Life of Pi. So that would mean he's a Bengal tiger, and I will accept tiger. So he was a Bengal tiger. Anyone who's written a tiger, you've got a point. No extra points for I'm Bengal tiger, but well done to you if you have. Question number 4. Who voiced the genie in the original animated Disney film Aladdin? That was Robin Williams. Robin Williams played the genie in Aladdin. Question 5. Paul Newman and Elizabeth Taylor star in what 1959 Best Picture winner? That was Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. That's question 5. Question number 6. In Jurassic World, they genetically modify a new hybrid mutant dinosaur. What was the name of the species? It was an Indominus Rex. That is an Indominus Rex. In the sequel to that, Jurassic World, they did create the Indoraptor, but that was the second one. I'm after the one that was in Jurassic World, the first film, which was the Indominus Rex. The Adam Smith of actors, yeah. Question number 7. Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder star in what 1988 Tim Burton movie? Michael Keaton did star in another Tim Burton movie the following year, which was 1990, which was Batman, but that was not the answer that I'm looking for because Winona Ryder wasn't in it. Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder both star in Beetlejuice. And a quick recap of question 6, if you missed the answer, was the Indominus Rex, Mark, was the answer to question 6. Question number 8. What role does Johnny Depp play in the Pirates of the Caribbean films? That's Captain Jack Sparrow. So yeah, number 8, the answer is Captain Jack Sparrow. Thank you very much, Scott, for clarifying that. Yeah. Question number 9. Sir John Hurt and Sir Anthony Hopkins star in what 1980 David Lynch film? That was The Elephant Man, with Sir John Hurt playing John Merrick. The Elephant Man. And finally, question 10 of the first round. What DreamWorks film was their first feature film? It was Ants, which everyone kind of forgets about because it came out around the same time as A Bug's Life. But Ants was around the same time, but yeah, it's their first film. Cool, so there we go. So that's the end of the first round answers. How are you getting on? Write your score so far in the comment section. Let's see how you're getting on after that first round. A few joker cards were thrown in that first round. Playing 7, well done. Good stuff. How's everyone doing? Write in the comment section, everyone. Don't be scared to write in the comment section. Oh, 16. So you scored 8 overall. Well done. And that's with your joker card, Phoebe. Well done. But don't forget to write joker next to your score when you put it in. Good stuff, though. Obviously, it's quite easy to work out at this stage. Did say at the beginning of the round, Mark, fictional animals and extinct animals are included in the answers. So if you are watching this back, you will see. Right. Well done. A few 9 out of 10s here. Well done for Team BS. Well done, Scott. So we've got the Founding Fathers. There we go, on 9 points as well. Then Beauty in the Quarantinos on 18. Well done. So that they look like they're in the lead so far. Well done. So Mark with the joker card. Well done. And I think what's your name, Mark? It's the Joker. What's the name of Mark's team called? Joker card. The Joker card is Mark's team's name. Okay, then. Right, thank you very much. So good stuff. Right, so the James is on 7. Good stuff. Right, 14 points of Pip. Well done. Okay, then. So moving on to round 2 is the Hollywoodland round with the fictitious places. Question 1: What fictional city does the Yellow Brick Road lead to in The Wizard of Oz? That is the Emerald City. So the answer to question 1 is the Emerald City. Question 2: What unwelcoming pub do David and Jack visit in The American Werewolf in London? They visit the Slaughtered Lamb. They visit the Slaughtered Lamb at the beginning of the film. Question number 3. The name of the fictional world created by Tolkien in the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films is Middle Earth. So question 3 again. The world that features in the Tolkien films and books as well is Middle Earth. I should say Peter Jackson films, Tolkien books, but anyway, it's still the same thing. Question number 4. If I were to purchase a wand, a book of spells, an owl, a Nimbus 2000 racing broom, and other magical goods, I would be on Diagon Alley. So Diagon Alley is the answer to question 4. Question number 5. What hotel chain acts as neutral territory for members of the criminal underworld in the John Wick films? There's the main one, which is in New York. And the second film, they visit the one in Italy, which is actually managed by Franco Nero, the original Django, believe it or not. And the hotel chain is called the Continental, as Winston says. So it's the Continental is the answer to question 5. Question number 6. What's the name of that Hawaiian burger joint that serves a tasty burger in Pulp Fiction? That's Big Kahuna Burger. The actual restaurant doesn't actually feature in the movie, but the bags do and the merchandise and stuff does in the flat scene. And then Samuel L. Jackson takes a bite. And if you have seen the Dusk Till Dawn Netflix series, they did actually create a Big Kahuna Burger restaurant for that series. It's kind of the only time the restaurant's featured in the Tarantino universe, even though the series is terrible. Watch the film instead. So moving on to question 7. What fictional sub-Saharan African country is ruled by King T'Challa, aka Black Panther? That is Wakanda. Wakanda forever. So Wakanda is the answer to number 7. Question number 8. Freddy Krueger stalks the dreams of child residents on what road? Apparently, it's a nightmare to sell houses on that road. That road is, of course, Elm Street. Question 9. The claw-worshipping aliens in Toy Story come from what fictitious restaurant? That is Pizza Planet. And a little Easter egg for everyone. A Pizza Planet van features in every single Pixar movie. There you go, a little nugget for you there. Whether it's a car driving around on the streets or an engraving in a bit of wood, if you're watching Brave, at some point in the film, there is a Pizza Planet van in every single Pixar movie. Question number 10. What room at the Overlook Hotel is occupied by a frightening older lady or a naked lady getting out of a bath? That would be room 237. So room 237. And if you read the book, it's 231. And the you can actually visit the actual hotel that was used for the filming the exteriors of that film. And the owner of the hotel asked Kubrick very nicely if they could change the room number from 231 to 237 in the film, just because they thought that people would not want to stay in that room. But I know people like Dan and Jess especially, where if they were to go to that hotel, they'd be asking to stay in 237 especially. But there you go, little fun fact. So that's the end of round 2. How did everyone do? 10 out of 10 in that round. What? Cool, good stuff. 10 out of 10. Very good. 9 out of 10 for Team BS. Well done. Very good. Great scores coming in here, everyone. Well done. Yeah, I'm sure. Like for me, like, why would you change that? They thought it would ruin people wanting to stay in that room. It's, if anything, you would have a backlog for years of people wanting to stay in that room if it did exist. Especially if it had that hot, amazing carpet as well, because it's a different one to the exterior corridors. It's the blue and kind of greeny carpet. It looks incredible. But anyway, cool. So the Psycho's got 8 out of 10. Well done, Mother. Well done, Mother. Yes, the Incredibles are on 7. Morgan Carter got 6. Morgan Carter, good to see. Who's in your team, Morgan? Because I shouted you out at the top for coming in the. I think you came 3rd last week. Who's in your team, Morgan? Good stuff. Even though TBS, please believe that as when we say we are cheating. Good stuff. Yeah, obviously, as Scott just said there, I do trust your own judgment, everyone. There's no prizes in this quiz other than a well done and a big up in the next quiz at the start. But yeah, so just, you're not cheating anyone. You and Amy, good stuff. Cool. Right, so next round is quoting Tarantino. So let's see everyone got in the quotes round. So question number 1 was, Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls wearing this, wearing only this. That's the heart of the ocean that she was talking about. That was, and she said that to obviously Jack. That was Rose speaking, and that was in the Titanic. Question 2, you want to fuck with me? Okay. You little cockroaches. You want to play games? Okay. You want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend. was Scarface. Scarface was the answer to question number 2. Question number 3. That was the first words of the film, Rosebud, and that's from Citizen Kane. Question number 4. I won't make the noise that comes before that quote, but I'll have what she's having is after that famous Meg Ryan, how do you say? It was the orgasm scene, basically, that happens in the restaurant. That's a real restaurant you can actually visit in New York called Cat's Deli. And it wasn't actually done by one of the lead actors or actresses in that film. That was actually done by a person in the restaurant saying, I'll have what she's having after she obviously made that noise. And that was in When Harry Met Sally. Question number 4. Question number 5. I used to think that my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a fucking comedy. That was Arthur Fleck in last year's Joker. Yes, it was Joker, but not this version, the one that came out last year. So question 5 was Joker. Question number 6 was Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying. That's the highest rated film on IMDb if you're a movie fan. Those words were uttered by Andy Dufresne, and Red then said the same quote again at the end of the film, and that comes from The Shawshank Redemption. So question 6 was The Shawshank Redemption. Question number 7. I Wish I Knew How to Quit You was came from Jake Gyllenhaal's character in Brokeback Mountain. Brokeback Mountain was the answer to question number 7. Question number 8. Shut up, just shut up. You had me at hello. Was Renee Zellweger talking to Tom Cruise in Jerry Maguire. Question number 9. They're all going to laugh at you. That was from the main character's mother, and it was repeated again when she had blood poured all over her. That was from the classic Stephen King film Carrie. I've not seen the remake of that, the more recent one. But yeah, no, it's definitely in the original from Carrie. And question number 10. I am inevitable. I am Iron Man. That comes from Avengers Endgame. And yes, if you're a nerd, that will send shivers down your spine. Yes, because that was a very amazing moment. I'm a big geek. Don't give a shit. Anyway, so there we go. So that's the end of round 3 answers. How are we all getting on, everyone? Do let me know in the comment section. This is the halfway point. We're going to take a little break now. We've got some little interlude music here from the Pulp Friction, the band. So do have a little listen to this. Let me know how you're doing so far in the comment section. Grab a beer if you need to. Oh, I've disconnected. How are we all doing, everyone? Yes, Jay. How's it going? How's it going, Harry? We want to answer for number 5. Answer number 5 was Joker. Don't you hate that uncomfortable silences? Why do you feel it's necessary to yak about bullshit in order to stay comfortable? Oh, the Quarantino's on 37, only dropped 3 points so far. Oh, Morgan, you dropped a lot on that round there. Morgan, not as good as the other week there. Psycho's got 6 out of 10. Well done. Answer number 10 is wrong. I am inevitable is the end game. It is not Infinity War. Because in Infinity War, Chloe, he says you should have gone for the head. when he's talking to Thor. So who we got here? So we've got the Joker initiated round, or playing the Joker. I can't remember what Claire and George's team name is, but you're on 32. Well done. Oh, the founding fathers, you say you're slacking. 35. That's a good score. No, you've dropped 5 points, Harry. Don't say that. Scott's asking, what's the best film you've seen so far? Difficult with cinemas. Oh, best film that you've seen. Best film you've seen this far. Difficult with cinemas closed. I know. It's the best film I've seen this far. My favourite film is Pulp Fiction, as you probably haven't guessed. That's the whole reason why I've got a Tarantino themed quiz. I do also love True Romance. They're like my 2 favourite films. They're up there at the top. I do also love, I don't know, Jurassic Park is up there, obviously, as you probably guessed. But yeah. So there we go. And Chloe again, I Am an Inevitable it was not Infinity War, it's Endgame. He says you should have gone for the head. Right. So Nick's on 18 out of 30. Doing all right though, well done. Rod Kimball team on 31, well done. Very good score. Ooh. Trolls 2 was good. Yeah, what's everyone's favourite films at the moment? What's everyone seeing at home? Out of the more recent stuff, I don't think I've actually rented one of these new movies at home where you have to pay £15 to just rent it. I've not actually done that yet. I'm not going to bother. I'd rather wait 3 months and just watch it normally. But anyway, 21 out of 30. Well done, Psychos. Geeky by nature on 19 out of 20. But we haven't played your joke card yet, so it's out of 30, though. Good stuff, though. You've seen The Hunt. Oh, is that the Mads Mikkelsen one? I haven't seen that. I want to see that film. That's on my list. On 30. Yeah, good stuff. Right. Cool. So other shout outs. So we've got the Quarantinos on 37 currently. Founding Fathers on 35. And the Joker card on 32. We've got Rod Kimball on 31. So there are our current top standing people at the moment. So in first place is the Quarantinos on 37. Founding Fathers on 35. The Joker card on 32. And Rod Kimball on 31. So there are our top scorers so far. We're going to move on to round 4, everyone. So round 4 is called Stage Name Game. This round is simple. I'm going to give you a name. All you need to do is identify the stage name of how that person is more widely known. Some of these are tough, so I'll be giving you some clues to hopefully steer you towards an answer. Remember, first and last names, please. And remember to screenshot any funny answers and to tag the Lock-In Pub on your Instagram stories so I can name and shame any funny ones. They are good. They do make me laugh when you write funny answers. So please do tag me on your Instagram stories at the Lock-In Pub. So remember, these could be actresses, actors, directors, or even multiple people. So if you feel that you're good with movie stars' stage names, play your Joker card now. Play your Joker card now. My mum keeps recommending The Gentleman. I know, Mum, I will watch The Gentleman. It gets everyone. It's only had positive reviews. Marriage Story is a great film. Loved Marriage Story. Great performances in that film. George, Nutty Professor 2, good stuff. Mark's favourite film. I'm sure it's your favourite film. Andre, The Hunt. Yeah. All Pip watched Hateful Eight. Can I just say something? Hateful Eight is probably my second or third favourite Tarantino film. I think it's heavily underrated. I watch it every Christmas because guess what? It is a Christmas movie, The Hateful Eight. They play a Silent Night in that film. It is a Christmas film. Scott watched Invisible Man. Yes. Oh, well, that's on my list of things I want to see. Uncut Gems, #1 film of 2020 so far. I did enjoy Uncut Gems, but I did improve. I did prefer Good Time, actually. So, yeah. Cool, right, so any jokers being thrown in there? Any jokers? Can't see any jokers in the comment section. Cool, right, so this is your 5-second warning then for joker cards being thrown in there. And we're going to move on to the questions, which are just movie stars' names. All you need to do is tell me who these people are. So here we go, let's get started then. So question number 1, Joaquin Bottom. Joaquin Bottom. And here's your clue. In his last role, he was a very naughty boy. Joaquin Bottom. I want to know the person's stage name. That's their real name, or what they were born as. I want to know what their stage name is. Joaquin Raphael Bottom. Question number 2. Maurice Micklewhite. And your clue for question 2 is, my name is Maurice Micklewhite. Question 2 again. My name is Maurice Micklewhite. Question number 3. Olivia Cockburn. Can't see why she'd want to change her name. But anyway, this Tron Legacy and Cowboys and Aliens actress has a bit of a wild side. Olivia Cockburn. What is Olivia Cockburn's stage name? Question number 4. Krishna Pandit Banji. That's Krishna Pandit Banji. And your clue? Krishna is a Hindu god, but he is better known for his role as a Hindu civil rights activist. Question 4 again was Krishna Pandit Banji. Question number 5. Now, this was someone's real birth name, and they then had to change their name for obvious reasons. So someone's birth name is Michael Douglas. So obviously, I'm not looking for Michael Douglas's, obviously from Wall Street. Is it from Wall Street? No. I'm not looking for Michael. I can't think of Michael Douglas. It is Wall Street. It's falling down here. I'm not looking for that Michael Douglas, because his dad was actually born is Sir Daniel Vich Dembski, and he changed his name. So that's kind of confused things even more. But anyway, which actor was born Michael Douglas? And your clue for this question is less of an Ant-Man star and more of a Batman star. Yeah. So question number 5 again. Which actor was born Michael Douglas? And the clue was less of an Ant-Man star and more of a Batman star. Question 6. Carlos Estevez. Question 6 again is Carlos Estevez. And your clue for this is the only time he was credited as Carlos Estevez was in the credits for Machete Kills. Machete Kills. So question 6 was Carlos Estevez. And the only time he was credited as Carlos Estevez was in the credits for Machete Kills. Question 7 is Karen Elaine Johnson. And the story behind this is, so on the Graham Norton show, she said she got her name because she was a bit of a farter. And her mum thought she would get more work with a Jewish sounding surname. So what is the stage name of Karen Elaine Johnson? Question number 8. Roderick Janes. Question number 8 again is Roderick Janes. Now here's your clue. Now Roderick Janes has been nominated for 2 Oscars as Roderick Janes for their editing work on both Fargo and No Country for Old Men. So Roderick Janes, as an actual name, has been nominated for 2 Oscars as Roderick Janes. But who is Roderick Janes? Who is that a pseudonym for? And the clue is Roderick Janes has been nominated for 2 Oscars for their editing work on both Fargo and No Country for Old Men. Question number 9. This is the person's real name. I want to know their stage name. So their real name is Sarah Sinclair, CBE. That's Sarah Sinclair, CBE. And your clue, Princess Anne may have awarded her a CBE, but she got an Oscar for playing Queen Anne. Question 9 again. Sarah Sinclair CBE, and Princess Anne may have awarded her CBE, but she got an Oscar for playing Queen Anne. Question number 10. Ilnia Lydia Petrovna Mironov. That's Ilnia Lydia Petrovna Mironov. And your clue, maybe her Russian accent in the sequel to 2001: A Space Odyssey was real. Little throwback to my intro there. So that's Ilnia Lydia Petrovna Mironov. All right, so a quick recap of those names for you. So question number 1 was Joaquin Bottom. Question 2 was Maurice Micklewhite. Question 3 was Olivia Cockburn. Question 4 was Krishna Pandit Banji. Question 5 was Michael Douglas. Question 6 is Carlos Estevez. Question 7 was Karen Elaine Johnson. Question 8 was Roderick James. Question number 9 was Sarah Sinclair CBE. And question 10 was Ilnia Lydia Petrovna Mironov. And the clue again for question 10 was maybe her Russian accent in a sequel to 2001: A Space Odyssey was real. There you go, Mark. Right, so that's the end of round 4. Bit of a tricky round there, but hopefully those clues made it a bit easier for you, because just think the names alone would have been tough. Yes, it was a tough round, but yeah, there we go. So George got them all. Good to hear, George. Good to hear you got them all. So round 5 is our final round, and I'm calling it Who Gives a Donald Duck? Yes, due to popular demand, here is this week's genre round, animation. Whether you're a fan of Pixar, Disney, DreamWorks, or Studio Ghibli, there is something here for everyone. Parents at this point will be waking up their disgruntled little toddlers, begging them to help with this round. So kids, if you are watching, now is the time to demand £5 for your help and an extra hour of watching cartoons tomorrow. Now, this is our final round. So if you haven't played your Joker card, then you will be playing it now, and that means this round is worth double points. So those of you who haven't played your Joker card, this is your double point round. So let us know in the comment section, everyone, so everyone knows. There might be a countdown on this, just let us know. Good stuff. Quite a few people saved their Joker card for this round. Cool. So a lot of people like animation films, because this was quite a high in demand genre round. There was a lot of people asking for this musicals, and I have to admit, I did spend a bit longer writing this round, because I don't watch that many animated films. So it did take me a little bit longer than usual to write to write these. I do like that. A Joker and a prayer from James there. Cool. Good stuff. So this is our final round, everyone. Good luck. Here's our final 10 questions of the quiz. Good luck. Here we go with the first question of the final round. Question 1. What was the first and oldest feature-length animated film released by Disney in 1937? So question 1 again. What was the first and oldest feature-length animated film released by Disney in 1937? Question number 2. To date, only one actor has ever been nominated for a BAFTA for their voiceover work. Nobody has been nominated for an Oscar. Which actor in Shrek was nominated in 2001 for a BAFTA performance? Question 2 again. Was the actor that was nominated for their voiceover work in 2001, which actor was nominated for a BAFTA for their performance in Shrek? Question number 3. In Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, I'll say it again, in Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, what animals do Chihiro's parents turn into? Question 3 again. In Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, what animals do Chihiro's parents turn into? Question number 4. As well as winning an Oscar for Best Animated Feature Film, Disney and Pixar's Coco also won the Oscar for Best Original Song. What was the name of that song? Question number 4 again. I want the, so what was the name of the song that won an Oscar from Disney and Pixar's Coco? What was the name of the song from Coco that won an Oscar? I will repeat question 1 at the end there, don't worry. Question number 5. Who was the only actor to reprise their same role in the 2019 Lion King remake? Question number 5. Who was the only actor to reprise their same role in the 2019 Lion King remake? Question number 6. In Despicable Me, Dr. Nefario mishears Gru's instruction to design a dart gun and creates what weapon instead? Question number 6. In Despicable Me, Dr. Nefario mishears Gru's instruction to design a dart gun and creates what weapon instead? Question number 9. A waste allocation load lifter Earth class features in what animated film? Question number 7 again. A waste allocation load lifter Earth class features in what animated film? That was question number 7. Question number 8. Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs are both stop-motion animated films by what director? Question 8 again. Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs are both stop-motion animated films by what director? In Finding Nemo, this is question 9. In Finding Nemo, what is the address of the dentist where Nemo is trapped in a tank? This is Gemma's question of the week, everyone. Give her a little big up. Gemma wrote this one. So question number 9 again. In Finding Nemo, what is the address of the dentist where Nemo is trapped in a tank? Get another bit. And finally, last question of the quiz. Question number 10. Abraham Lincoln, Batman, Gandalf, Han Solo, Michelangelo the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and Wonder Woman all feature together in what 2014 movie? Repeat that again. Question 10. Abraham Lincoln, Batman, Gandalf, Han Solo, Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and Wonder Woman all feature together in what 2014 movie? Use the year as a clue. Right. So that's the end of the answering of the questions. Now let's find out how the answers are, everyone. Okay, sorry, I'll just repeat those one more time, everyone. Yes, so sorry, I'll just repeat those one last time, everyone, just so you got all the answers. So question 1 again, so of this last round. What was the first and oldest feature-length animated film released by Disney in 1937? Just to clarify, feature-length is anything over 60 minutes. Question 2. To date, only one actor has ever been nominated for a BAFTA for their voiceover work. Nobody has been nominated for an Oscar. What actor in Shrek was nominated in 2001 for a BAFTA? Question 3. In Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, what animals do Chihiro's parents turn into? Question 4. As well as winning an Oscar for Best Animated Feature Film, Disney and Pixar's Coco also won the Oscar for Best Original Song. What was the name of the song? Question 5. Who was the only actor to reprise their same role in the 2019 Lion King remake? Question 6. Hang on, that's an actor, not a singer. I'm just going to clarify that on question 5 before someone says Elton John. It's not Elton John for question 5. If you're thinking of singers, it's not. I was after, or even Hans Zimmer. I'm not talking about other crew. I'm after the actor who voiced a character in that film for question 5. Question 6. In Despicable Me, Dr. Nefario mishears Gru's instructions to design a dart gun and creates what weapon instead? Question 7. A waste allocation load lifter Earth class features in what animated film? Question 8. Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs are both stop-motion animated films by what director? Question 9. In Finding Nemo, what is the address of the dentist where Nemo is trapped in a tank? And finally, question 10. Abraham Lincoln, Batman, Gandalf, Han Solo, Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and Wonder Woman all feature together in what 2014 movie? There we go. So that's all the questions repeated for you, though. So, everyone, grab yourself a beer and then let's go through all these answers together, everyone. So here we go. I'm on my second beer now. What's everyone drinking? Everyone, what's everyone drinking this week? This is, have to admit, the first time I've ever drinking a gluten-free beer. It's all right. It's a lager. I'm usually an IPA sort of man, but you know, I'm making do. But it's all right. As far as movie-themed beers go, it's all right. You're on the Merlot. Very nice. Should have gone for a nice Chianti. Drinking Budweiser. Good to hear, George. You're on the Buds. Andre's on the Peronis. Pips on the Pepsi Max, staying nice and sober. Mum's on the gin. Anything with that, Mum? Any mixes on that? You got any? Have you got your orange tonic with that? Nick, tastes funny. Have you been chewing bum again, Nick? Andre, yeah, right, cool, right. So good stuff. Lorraine's on the Bacardi. Good to see. Good to see with Cliff. Good to see. Right, cool. Should we go through these answers then, everyone? Should we find out who this week's winners are? Cool, right. So this was the what do I call this? It was the stage name game. So round 4. Let's go through the names of these stars of Hollywood. So question number 1 was Joaquin Raphael Bottom. So the family changed their name from Bottom for obvious reasons. Something that sounds a bit more epic. Something that's kind of in flames and on fire. They went for Joaquin Phoenix, and the name obviously works for the family as there was quite a few famous people that came from that family. Joaquin Phoenix was the answer to question 1, the Joker star of Gladiator and the Joker and Her and many other films, Walk the Line and whatnot. So question number 2, gave you quite a big clue on this one, especially if you're a Madness fan. My name is Michael Caine is the answer to question number 2. Sir Michael Caine, if you want to go into sirs, it's Maurice Micklewhite is Sir Michael Caine. Question number 3, Olivia Cockburn. Don't see what's anything wrong with that name. Should have kept it. But anyway, I gave you a massive clue on this one. I gave you 2 films that she's been in and also said she has a bit of a wild side. That means it was Olivia Wilde. Wild with an E at the end if you're having arguments between your group, but there we go. Don't worry about that. We do answers phonetically correct on this. Don't care about your spellings on this quiz. Question number 4 was Krishna Pandit Banji. His first name was Krishna, who is a Hindu god, but we know him better as a sir or a king. It was Sir Ben Kingsley. And the clue in that was he played the civil rights activist, which was Gandhi. He played Gandhi, which was his big breakout, big role. He's had other roles before that, but that was one of his most famous roles. That and Sexy Beast are two of my favourite roles of his. We'll probably no doubt people who are fans of Iron Man 3 in this comment section as well. Are we fans of Iron Man 3 or are we not fans of Iron Man 3? What are we all saying? I personally quite like it. Big Shane Black fan. Sorry, should I say. Question number 5. Michael Douglas. He was born Michael Douglas, and he then had to grow up and change his name because obviously another famous Douglas family, which was Kirk Douglas, and he also had a son called Michael. So he then had to change his name to Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is the answer to number 5. So the clue was less of an Ant-Man star and more of a Batman star. So he played Batman, didn't he? So Michael Keaton is the answer to number 5. Question number 6. Carlos Estevez, son of Raymond Antonio Gerard Estevez, who changed his name to Martin Sheen, who then had the son Charlie Sheen. So question 6, the answer is Charlie Sheen. Yeah, I'm with you, Ben. Iron Man 3 is great. I do like it. So again, question 6. Yes, the only time he's been Carlos Estevez was in the credits for Robert Rodriguez's sequel to Machete. Machete Kills. So he played the president, I'm pretty sure, in that film, which was this one following the one where Robert De Niro played president. But anyway, moving on. Question 7. Karen Elaine Johnson. She got a nickname because she was a bit of a farter, and her mum thought she'd get more work with a Jewish-sounding surname. That was Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, apparently when she used to work in theatre, she used to walk between, obviously, the scenes and down the corridors and used to fart quite a bit, and everyone used to say she sounds like a whoopee cushion. So she kept that and changed her name to Whoopi Goldberg, and it's stuck since. So there you go. Question number 8. Roderick James. So Roderick James, has been nominated for 2 Oscars for the editor of Fargo and No Country for Old Men, but it's a pseudonym used by 2 people because they edit together, and you're not allowed to, as credits go in the American Hollywood system, you're not allowed to have 2 people doing one role to get nominated for certain awards and stuff. And that is the Coen brothers, or Joel Coen and Ethan Coen, if you wrote them down individually. So that's the Coen brothers. Is the answer to question number 8. And a little fun fact for you, as I saw it in the comment section earlier, someone said, "Oh, Alan Smithy." So Alan Smithy, those of you who knows what Alan Smithy is basically, if you ever see Alan Smithy directed a film, that's any director who doesn't want their name attached to a film and thinks it's a terrible film, credits themselves as Alan Smithy. So directors who've gone by Alan Smithy are Don Siegel, Kiefer Sutherland, David Lynch, and Michael Mann. And Michael Mann used it for Heat when he did the TV edit of the film, and he thought it was terrible, so he didn't put his name to it. So there we go. What's my favourite Coen Brothers film? I would say... Ooh, that changes. I'll get back to you on that one. Scott. Question number 9. Sarah Sinclair CBE was awarded her CBE as Sarah Sinclair, and a lot of people were confused in the news when this happened because Sinclair is the name, obviously, of the surname of her husband, which she used when she got married. She kept her husband's name. Her full maiden name was Sarah Olivia Coleman. So the clue there was Princess Anne may have awarded her a CBE, but she got an Oscar for playing Queen Anne in The Favourite. That was Olivia Colman is the answer to number 9. Question number 10. Ilya Lydia Petrovna Mironov. And the clue was maybe her Russian accent in the sequel 2001 A Space Odyssey was real. Those of you who tuned into the intro of the quiz may have heard me mention this. It was Dame Helen Mirren. And she's Dame Helen Mirren keeping the Mironov. So Mironov is a little bit like Mirren. So there you go. And it was Dame Helen Mirren is the answer to question number 10. Quick go back to the comment section. So what is my favourite Coen Brothers film? I do like The Big Lebowski, but I think it's No Country for Old Men, and I do hold a big soft spot for Hudsucker's Proxy and also Barton Fink. Barton Fink is very good, very underrated if you haven't seen it. Very, very underrated film. If you want my film nomination of the week, it's Barton Fink. If you haven't seen it, if you're a Coen Brothers fan, it's a great, great, great film. But yeah, No Country for Old Men is probably my favourite Coen Brothers film. Coming back to you there, Scott, I had to think about that for a second. Cool, so what's everyone's score? So you got 6 on that. Yeah, it's a tough round there. I probably won't be doing that one again because I'll start to go a bit more obscure with the actors and actresses on that one. So I left that kind of, I won't be doing that round again. So enjoy that as a one-off, that round. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a good fun one, that, hopefully. Phoebe got 5. Well done. Oh yeah, talking about what's it called? Talking about Big Lebowski. Has anyone seen Jesus Rolls? Has anyone seen that? Because that's been released digitally. I think it had an official release in Russia. That was the only place where it got a cinema release. I think it was meant to be shown at Prince Charles this month, but it then obviously got cancelled. Tim got 10 out of 10. Way, well done, Tim. What a way to pull back there in the second from last round. Good stuff. Ooh. There isn't a wooden spoon for last lace, but we do have a sporky. You can make yourself a sporky. No wooden spoons, but you can make yourself a sporky at home. A forky, sorry, yeah, a forky, sorry. Right. So, yeah, no wooden spoons, but you make yourself a forky. Right. So here we go. Yeah, you'll take the spork. Right. So moving on to our final round called "Who Gives a Donald Duck." Some of you may be thinking that now whilst we're in our final round. But here we go. So finally, what was the first and oldest feature-length animated film released by Disney in 1937? That was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was the answer to question number 1. Steamboat Willie was the first ever released theatrical Disney film. They did make 2 films before that, but they didn't get a distribution, if that makes sense. But Steamboat Willie is the famous first ever Disney film. But the first feature-length film, which is technically over 60 minutes, because I think it's like 63 minutes, was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Question number 2. To date, only one actor has been nominated for a BAFTA for their voiceover work, and no one has been since. And that was for Eddie Murphy, playing Donkey in Shrek. So Eddie Murphy is the answer to number 2. Question number 3. In Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, Chihiro's parents turn into pigs. Eating away at the bar there. They turn around and they're revealed as pigs. And I've not seen the film personally, but I thought I'd write a Studio Ghibli question in there because I know a lot of people are fans of Spirited Away, so I thought I'd write a question in there for some of you. Question number 4. As well as winning an Oscar for Best Animated Feature Film, Disney and Pixar's Coco also won the Oscar for Best Original Song. What was the name of the song? Remember Me. It was Remember Me. Answer to number 4. Question number 5. Who was the only actor to reprise their same role in the 2019 Lion King remake? It was voice of Mufasa and voice of Darth Vader. James Earl Jones was the only person to come back and voice both the original animated and live action version of Lion King, even though, so you may have been going, oh, this is a live action version. There were no live animals in that film. It's all animated. Let's be honest. That's not a live action version of Lion King. So that's why I included in this round. If you're thinking, oh, that's the live action version. It's not. It's animated. So yeah, James Earl Jones reprised the role of Mufasa, Simba's dad, in Lion King for question 5. Question number 8, in Despicable Me, Dr. Nefario mishears Gru's instructions to design a dart gun and creates what weapon instead? Dr. Nefario's voiced by Russell Brand. I wondered why he might want that. That was when he designed a fart gun. He designed a fart gun. So yeah, question number 6 was fart gun. Question number 7, a waist, W, allocation, A, load, L, lifter, L, earth class, E, features in what film? That's WALL-E. WALL-E is the answer to question number 7. And that film also featured an extraterrestrial vegetation evaluator, which was Eve, or as Wally says, Eva. That's the there you go. So question number 7, the answer is Wally. Just the comment section about June's got me. I should have had a look. Brilliant. Okay then. So question number 8. Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs are both stop motion animated films by what director? They actually got the name Isle of Dogs because they were being made at the 3 Mill studio in Bow, and the director really liked the sound of Isle of Dogs in East London. So, and he also liked the play on words of it sounding like I love dogs. So that's how it got its name. And the director is Wes Anderson. So question number 8. Wes Anderson was the director of both Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs. Question number 9. In Finding Nemo, what is the address of the dentist where Nemo is trapped in a tank? This is Gemma's question of the week. So when obviously Nemo gets taken, they drop the snorkel goggles and the address is on there. And the address is 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia. I will allow just 42 Wallaby Way, if that's all you've written. But if you have written the full address as 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia, well done to you. Because that's the answer to number 9, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia. And question number 10. Abraham Lincoln, Batman, Gandalf, Han Solo, Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and Wonder Woman all featured together in the 2014 Lego Movie. So the Lego Movie is the answer to question number 10. Unfortunately, no points for just Sydney, Mum. You need to write 42 Wallaby Way. 42 Wallaby Way was the bit that I was looking for question number 9. Cool. So there we go. That is the end of the quiz. Or as Porky Pig says at the end of every Looney Tunes film, that's all, folks. So let's see who this week's winners are. And leave your scores in the comment section whilst Gemma works it all out. Remember, do list all your team members, please, when you put your score. So you will get a big up, because otherwise it's just the person making the comments that gets a mention. So please do write your whole team name when you write your score. So obviously it's out of 60. Please put your whole team name in there, and let's wait and see who this are. We do have a tie-break question if we do have some draws. So do bear with everyone. Stick around for the tie-breaker question because it is a fun one. So do stick around for that. Drop your comments, your team name, your team members, and your score, please, in the comment section now as we chill out at the end of the quiz. How are we all getting on? Let's see your scores. Phoebe got 38. What's your team name? Who's in your team? The Incredibles. That's the Metsons. Got 40 out of 60. Well done. James Atkin, 33. The Joker being Sir James and wife. You need to put your full team name. You need to put your wife's name in there as well. Morgan and Amy. Got 59 out of 60. What? Morgan, I'm pretty sure earlier on in one of the rounds you said you dropped a few points. How does that work out if you only dropped 1? The Quarantino's got 52. Morgan, I'm pretty sure you said you dropped some points earlier on. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Founding Father's got 52. Ooh. 52. This does look like we're going to need the good deal right tiebreaker question. Almost didn't write a tiebreaker question this week. Yeah, because I worked out this week I've written 250 questions plus tiebreakers. So I've written a lot for this quiz. So hopefully you are enjoying it. Right, so whilst Gemma's working out, so we've got the Warbies. So Phoebe you mentioned earlier on with your team who got 38. So Phoebe's team is the Warbies. That's Peter, Matthew, Lorna, and Phoebe got 38. The Psychos got 32. Well done. Very well done. That's Lorraine, Keith, Maria, Chloe, Diane, Al, and Lisa, or Mum and Dad as they're better known. The Jameses, or the James Ponderers. That's David, Elsa, Abby, and Sam. And Sammy got 44. Well done. Well done. Oh, that's right. That's up there as well. God, so the Joker card team got 45. That's Mark, George, Dara, and Dara's girlfriend. Not even Ryan Sophie. They got 45. Oh, Joker card 45. That's right at the top as well. Well done, Joker card team. That's pretty good. Founding Fathers 52. Oh, it does look like there's going to be a draw at the top here. Rod Kimball. What did Rod Kimball get? 48 out of 60. Whoa, Tim, Serena, Nikki, and Mo. Well done. So James, the team has Malcolm and Dennis. Very nice. Office reference. Harry, slacking from Founding Fathers. We lost Andre. Oh, is Andre the big movie fan at your team there, is it? Good stuff. We're going to go 32, actually. Okay. The Kellys got 34. Well done, the Kellys. Thank you for playing the Kellys. Scott Gendry, 52 for Team BS. I think that's a draw as well, isn't it? Do we have 3 teams on 52? I think we have 3 teams on 52. Wow, 3 teams on 52. Linda and Rob Brody got 34. Well done. Andrew and Emily Brody got 44. That's near the top as well. Well done. Lots of good scores this week, Evan. Right, so let's do this week's tiebreaker question then, because so there's 3 teams. If you're playing between yourselves, do it within your WhatsApp groups. But the teams that really need who are joint on 52 points are Team BS, the Quarantinos, and Founding Fathers. So in the third highest score was the Joker card. Oh, hang on. There we go. The third highest score with 45 points was the Joker card. Well done. Gemma, it's only applause when more than one person claps. Thank you very much. Cheers. In second highest score with 48 points was Rod Kimball. And this week's joint winners with 52 points are the Founding Fathers, Team BS, and the Quarantinos. So, thanks very much for joining me there, Jamie, with a clap. So here we go. So this is your tiebreaker question. So no one write the answers in the comment section. Hold on to your answers, and I'll tell you to lock in at the same time so no one's writing. So no one else. The only 3 teams I want to see in the comment section write their answer for this are the Founding Fathers. Nominate 1 person from your team, everyone, to write. So Quarantinos, only 1 member of your team can write an answer. That's the same for the Founding Fathers and Team BS. Only 1 person can write an answer. So let's go for this. Are you ready? Here is your tiebreak question. No one else write an answer, please. You can write them in afterwards before I do the reveal, but I only want to see the 3 people who put in their answer first, yeah? So here we go. So nominate 1 person to put in an answer between your team. So here we go. The never-ending story apparently isn't never-ending. How long in minutes was the original theatrical release of the film? Now, just to clarify, not the TV version or the DVD or international re-edits, the original theatrical version, which is the longest version of the film. There are shorter versions of it, which is, I won't say how long, but how long is the original theatrical release, according to IMDb, and some of the ones which you can buy. So Founding Fathers have gone with 97. The Quarantinos have gone with 92. We're just waiting on Team BS with their answer. Just waiting on Team BS. 110. Team BS have gone with 110. Right. Let me work this out because my maths is a little bit off here. So one team is 5 points away, 5 minutes away. One team is 8 minutes away. And one team is 10 minutes away. Now, the original theatrical release of the film was 102 minutes. So well done. That means This week's winners are the Founding Fathers. So well done. You're all winners in my eyes, but it just comes down to the tiebreaker question there. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for playing, everyone. It's been awesome. We've had music this week from Pulp Friction. Do check them out because they do a whole kind of Tarantino live experience with all the songs from all the Tarantino films. I want to see them live. Their stuff looks awesome. But thank you so much for joining me again, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and do tag me in any funny answers, screenshot any funny answers, and tag them to @the Lock-In Pub on Instagram. You can also follow on facebook.com/the Lock-In Pub. But thank you very much, everyone. Thank you so much for playing. Thanks again, everyone. And I'll see you again next week at 8 o'clock, same time. Thank you very much, everyone, and good night. Thank you, everyone. Good night, everyone.